In a small coastal village called Novara, a cracked concrete slab behind a fish market served as a volleyball court. Here, a group of young women formed the Aether Vipers. No one took them seriously. They had no sponsors, mismatched shorts, and a single worn-out volleyball. Their setter, Zalara, was a quiet 17-year-old from the local bait shop. The libero, Ravenna, dove for every ball as if escaping a futureless home. Soren, the middle blocker, was deemed too aggressive for any school team. And Lyrian, their spiker, had raw power but no discipline. Leading them was Vera, the only one who believed they could be more than just a joke. Their first tournament was a complete disaster. They were crushed by polished academy teams, becoming the laughingstock of the region. But on the ride home, Vera told her exhausted teammates, "We didn't lose today. We just found out how far we have to go. And we're going to get there, together." That was the moment everything changed. They started training at dawn on that cracked court. With no coach or budget, they relied on pure grit. Zalara studied old match footage on a tiny, cracked phone screen, perfecting her sets. Ravenna turned her defense into a beautiful, desperate art form. Soren learned to channel her fiery aggression into precise, game-changing blocks, while Lyrian finally harnessed her explosive power. Vera led every single drill, pushing them until her voice was raw. Months turned into years. They scraped their way into local leagues, losing more than they won at first. But every defeat taught them a lesson. A bad pass forced them to communicate better. A missed block sharpened their timing. Slowly but surely, the laughter from the sidelines faded, replaced by whispers of respect. Their breakthrough finally came at the National Under-21 Championships. They were the unseeded village girls, the ultimate underdogs. In the quarterfinals, they faced the top-ranked academy team in a grueling 5-set match. Zalara's sets were like guided missiles. Ravenna saved impossible shots. Soren was a wall at the net. Lyrian's spikes were like thunder. When the final point landed, the entire arena erupted, not for the favorites, but for the team that simply refused to quit. From that day forward, the Aether Vipers were unstoppable. They earned scholarships, better gear, and even a small sponsorship. They faced injuries and setbacks, but they fought through it all, becoming known for playing with hearts bigger than the scoreboard. The pinnacle of their journey arrived years later at the Continental Crown Finals. The arena was packed, lights blazing. Their opponents were the invincible Storm Legion, a powerhouse team stacked with national players. The match was an epic battle. The first set went to the Legion. The Vipers fought back to win the second. The third set was an absolute war, with the score tied at 24-24. Down 25-24, Vera called a timeout. They huddled together, exhausted and sweat-soaked. "Remember that cracked court," Vera said, her voice steady. "We started with nothing. Look where we are. This is about us. One more point. One more fight. Let's end this our way." They stepped back onto the court, transformed. Zalara floated a perfect set. Lyrian rose into the air, and boom, the ball slammed the floor. Tie game. On the next rally, Ravenna dug a rocket serve, Soren blocked the return, and Vera tipped it over for the point. Match point. The Legion star spiked with everything she had. Ravenna dove, just barely getting her fingertips on the ball. Zalara set it. Lyrian leapt one last time. The spike was ferocious, clean, final. The ball hit the floor like destiny. The buzzer sounded. The Aether Vipers had won. Confetti rained down as they collapsed into each other's arms, a whirlwind of tears, laughter, and screams. From a forgotten concrete slab to champions of the continent, they had achieved the impossible. Not because they were the biggest or richest, but because they believed in each other when no one else did. And today, back in Novara, on that same cracked court, kids in new green jerseys are chasing their own dreams, telling the legendary story of the Aether Vipers. Thanks for watching. If their story inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more.